Hello, everyone. I'm super thrilled today. I've got with me Mr. Sahil Agarwal, who is the co-founder of Dame Health. This is a brand which he started along with his father, Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, who's a renowned gynecologist of our city. I'm really thrilled to know a little bit on his journey and what got him to start this brand. So welcome, Sahil, to this episode. I'm really
Thank you.
happy that I'm doing this with you, and we're going to share along the way some insights of your journey and how what gotten you to start Dame Health. So over to you.
Perfect. Thank you. Firstly, thank you so much for inviting me to the podcast. It's a huge honor to be here. And just to give you a little bit of a backstory about Dame Health, basically, since I was very young, I've always had this entrepreneurial bug in me to start something.
Mm.
I've been that 10-year-old who always watches Shark Tank with food at night every day. So I always thought that, if they can do it, why can't I? That's the reason why I always thought that. So I went after my schooling, which is in Kolkata. I had gone to the US to study there for 4 years. I majored in marketing and business analytics, and I did have the opportunity to stay back there and to continue my um, career there as well. But I've always felt that India is a country which you should be betting on, and there is so much that is going on in India. India is at such a rapid pace of growth, so which is the reason why I always wanted to come back and start something. As you mentioned, a little bit of a backstory is that my out of a family of six people, we've got four doctors.
Yeah.
So my father's a doctor, as you mentioned. My grandfather's a doctor. My
Okay,
mom is an embryologist,
nice.
and my sister is also pursuing and her MBBS to become a doctor.
Wow.
So health really runs in the family,
Yeah.
and since we've always been very closely related to the women's health and wellness space, which is the reason why from a very young age I could see a lot of the gaps which are currently there in the women's health and wellness space, be it fertility, PCOS, pregnancy, menopause. There are so many of these stages which women go through, and each stage marks a very important point in their life. It leads to a lot of changes in their body, and a lot of the times it's very difficult to cope up with the changes which they're facing. A lot of the stages which we are talking about here, be it PCOS, be it menopause, these are sort of taboo topics in our society. So a lot of the people don't really talk about these topics. And because we don't really talk about these topics, we don't realize that what I am facing is something which a lot of other women are also facing as well.
Right.
So a lot of the times when we speak to women, or we even my father when he used to speak to patients, um, menopausal women, for example, have hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and they don't know that, okay, other women also face this too,
Yeah.
and this is normal to face. And there is something which I can do to help with this, basically. And that is basically the entire reason why we started Dame Health, is to build awareness about these stages, about these issues which women go through,
Mhm.
starting from menstruation, which is around 13, 14, 15 years of age, all the way up till menopause. And all these stages, basically, number one, having a credible partner who you can talk to, who you can ask questions about what's happening with my body, what should I do, what's good for me. And number two is a good platform which gives you credible vitamins and supplements, to be able to manage the symptoms of these stages very well.
Right.
So that's how we started Dame Health. Dame basically means an honor to woman, and Dame is, and it's UK, it's a British word actually. And the honor to a woman is because there are so many various roles which women play in our lives, and it's to an honor to them. And this entire brand is an honor to them to have vitamins and supplements which can help them out. So
Oh,
that's just about Dame Health.
I think it's really cool and very inspiring that what you're doing, for the women out there. So it's truly kudos to you. I want to also know,
Thank you.
there are a lot of challenges when you start a brand. It's not easy to start something. What are the kind of obstacles or challenges which came your way, and how did you tackle them on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, yes, it's definitely been quite challenging, especially starting a online brand, a D2C brand itself is challenging, and doing one in the health and wellness space is has its own struggles as well.
Right.
Firstly, from a D2C or a online business point of view, for example, cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, they're known to be startup hubs basically,
Right.
and which is why number one, it becomes very easy to source great talent, to be able to work with the best team possible,
Right.
and to have a lot of the resources. When you're a brand, you need something simple as, like, packaging, etc., etc. There's so many things which you require, which becomes much easier when you're in a city like that, because there are so many options available. Calcutta being a growing market where startups are just starting to evolve, which is why things are a little bit slow here, and it sort of takes an extra step to do the same thing, which might have been an easier route to take in another city. But still, it's a great place to be. So that's number one. And secondly, from a health and wellness standpoint, I think the two biggest things which we're still trying to overcome. Number one is teaching the importance of supplements to people,
Right.
because usually क्या है कि the way we see supplements is that supplements is a दवाई कि
Yeah.
अच्छा ये तो दवाई है basically, and India really believes in um, cure after something has happened. So for example, if I'm having a headache, then I'm going to have a crocin
Yeah.
rather than doing something to ensure that I don't have a headache in the first place.
Right.
These are two very different ways of thought. The preventive part is called preventive healthcare, and this is something which India is really building upon at the moment. So
Right.
they see supplements are a way of life. Supplements are something which help you improve your health, so that one day when some issue occurs, your body is in the state to be able to manage that issue better.
Right.
So it's an investment in your health, which is something which is it's a concept which is picking up in India. A lot of people understand it and they see great results, which is the reason why you see so many people having an omega-3 or
Yeah.
vitamin D every single day. They swear by it.
Right.
But this is something which a lot of people still, it's quite, the concept is quite foreign to them. And that is something which is a constant battle to be able to explain to people, what supplements are and how important they are to them.
Okay.
And I think the second thing is that the health and wellness industry, unfortunately, is has been very unregulated from a government standpoint. So, which is the reason why a lot of false claims, a lot of
Yeah.
brands which don't have any scientific data, no background, they come and they claim, like they promise you the star and the moon,
Right.
and when it doesn't happen, you sort of lose belief in the industry itself. And that is something which I feel every brand in the health and wellness space struggles with, is to build trust, not because they're not doing a good job, but because some other people don't. So I think which is where clinically proven results, lab tests really go a long way,
Right.
basically.
Also, I want to know like this is a startup brand which you started. So, what are the kind of expansion plans, or what is your vision with this brand of yours? Where do you see it like probably 5 or 10 years down the line?
Absolutely. So we have firstly we've got huge plans. The plans are very ambitious, so it's sort of sometimes it's difficult to really fathom how we want to grow over the next 5 years. But firstly, we definitely our goal is very clear that from menstruation, fertility, pregnancy, menopause, these are the different stages of a woman's life which are extremely important, and women go through a lot of hormonal changes in each of these segments, and we want to make sure that we've got a comprehensive range of multivitamins, vitamin supplements which help women in each of these stages basically, so that whenever they come across one stage, they know exactly what type of supplement they should be having. They know what they should be doing, what they should not be doing. So not only in terms of vitamins and supplements, but also in terms of giving the right awareness and education about what is good or what is bad basically.
Right.
So, for example, which is the reason why we don't like to call ourselves a vitamins and supplements brand. It's more a health and wellness brand that is more like your companion. Imagine your imagine your best friend being a gynecologist,
Yeah.
and they're constantly in touch with you to help you understand what you should do and what you should not do.
Right.
So that is what we want to do, and that is what the ultimate goal is, to build this very strong knit community of people on Instagram and maybe through WhatsApp as well, where they can exchange question and answers every single day. And we've got a host of gynecologists who can help them out on a daily basis with the problems that they're facing. So that's the ultimate goal over the next 5 years.
In today's time, health and wellness has become so important, I think, in everyone's life. As you age, also your metabolism changes, everything, you really need to put in that double effort also, to make sure that you lead a healthy life. So if today you have to give a message to the health and wellness community from your side, also tomorrow being a World Diabetic Day, I myself have reversed type 2 diabetes, so I know the challenges which I
Oh,
faced
wow.
during my entire journey. So, and there are a lot of lifestyle changes which I personally did also, to have a balanced lifestyle. According to you, what is that one message which you would like to give to the health and wellness community? And what is your take on that?
Well, that's a fantastic question, by the way. And I think, see, the main message which I would like to give to the community is that we've all realized that health is our superpower.
Yeah.
And, no matter what fancy, swanky car we have, what good house we have, ultimately it all boils down to health. I have one of my favorite quotes, which I would like to say here actually,
Yeah.
is that a healthy man wants 100 things, but a sick man only wants one.
Right.
And that sort of puts the importance of, how important health can become.
Yeah.
Um, Number one is that since I'm from Kolkata as well, unfortunately, in the past few months, in the past few years, we've seen a lot of um, extremely young people also passing away, unfortunately, because of multiple reasons. And I think that is one. It's unfortunately, our health to some extent is also like a black box.
Right.
Sometimes we don't know what's happening with it till it's very late, which
Yeah.
is the reason why I think my main message would be to invest in preventive healthcare,
Right.
be it my brand, be it some other brand. Definitely, number one, make sure that you're having the right vitamins and supplements, getting your regular checkups done. Because checkup, if you can't measure it, you can't cure it. So making sure that you're doing your regular checkups done, you're getting your right vitamins and supplements in by getting a good nutritionist or a good gynecologist on board.
Yeah.
And something off the bat, which everybody should be changing, is that try to completely avoid sugar. I think that is one of the biggest things which we mentioned. Sugar is not only in things which are sweet, sugar is also in things which aren't sweet.
Yeah.
So bread also has sugar.
Yeah.
So get this awareness of what does and what does not have sugar, and to completely avoid that is extremely important. There are so many amazing social media influencers, the food farmer there's so many people who are raising awareness about this, about read the label. Gone are the days where you can just pop in whatever you want to have, and you're okay. Now we know the adverse effects, something even like a Lay's packet once a week can do, which is the reason why make sure that you're having the right things.
Right.
And even to the point of, I think earlier, again, since I'm currently I'm 25, so I'm in this segment where at the moment it's you want to live your best life possible, and
Yeah.
you want to have that ideal work life balance where you're going out, you're partying with your friends on Saturday, Sunday, you're having and enjoying and having a good time. But ultimately, people who are reaching a little bit older, the 45s or 50s, they are seeing a lot of the baggage which their body is carrying because of some of the habits which we've been forming since a very young age. So I think it really makes a lot of difference to make those tiny tweaks in your lifestyle to make sure that it's not too late.
That's a very nice message, in fact. Also, I want to know, like today, if someone wants to purchase your products, where all are y'all available and how can one purchase it?
Yep. So we're available in quite a few places. We are
Okay.
available primarily through our website. So website is www.damehealth.com, and we've got all the products there. Along with that, we're also available on Amazon. We're available on Flipkart. There is a very good cafe called the Fresh Aisle Cafe
Okay.
in Kolkata. So they've got their own grocery store as well as their cafe, and we're available there as well.
So nice.
So we're constantly expanding to new places where we're available. But these are some of the places which we are available at the moment.
Lovely. Also, now I'm just going to take a little bit of a quick rapid fire round with you, just to know you more
Sure.
personally and, to see what are your likes and dislikes. So, what are the things which you like to do as a person? So, my first one would be, what is your favorite workout?
My favorite workout would be, I think it would be back in chest day. I think, and I think strength training primarily is my favorite type of workout. Yeah.
What is that one go-to healthy food which you swear by and, you would like to, consume probably every day, which you probably consume?
So I believe that tofu is very healthy. Tofu is a great option to have, and I think tofu is something which I swear by. I can have tofu all my life, so that's something. It's a great source of protein. We all know that protein is extremely important. We all try to add it in different ways. Tofu is a fantastic way.
Suppose you've had a very stressful day, what is the kind of soothing music or what is the genre of music probably which you like to listen, to maintain your stress levels?
So I personally, my go-to music is just a very personal thing, but my go-to music is Arijit Singh. I think he
Okay.
can really calm my nerves down no matter how stressful I am.
Okay.
That's one thing which really helps. And from a health tip point of view, stress is something which a lot of people face, and maybe Arijit Singh can't help you every single time. Magnesium supplements are absolutely perfect for somebody who's suffering from sleep issues,
Yeah.
issues, anxiety, mood. It's like it's a miracle supplement. So definitely have magnesium for anybody who's listening to the podcast.
Lovely. And what is that one go-to destination which you love traveling to? You can probably go 7 days a week and is this something, some a place where you want to just unwind?
I think for most people in India, at least, it would be Thailand, and it's for me too, as well. I think it's the most sasta tikau and amazing place to go to. So, and since we're from Kolkata, the trip to Bangkok is actually closer to than Mumbai sometimes. So, I think that's my go-to destination. Love to be there.
And what is that one motto which you swear by? Like probably a motto which you resonate with.
I think a motto that I resonate with the most is that um, I think this is something which just I feel that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah,
So this is one thing which I've really sworn by that no matter what you do, ultimately it's the hard work which you put in really makes a difference.
yeah.
So I personally really believe in doing it. Yeah.
And my last rapid fire would be, what is, according to you, the main difference between the millennials and the Gen Zs of today?
Oh wow, this is very. Um, I think there are a lot of differences between Gen Z and millennials. From a social point of view, from a corporate point of view, there are multiple things. Some might be good, some might be bad.
Yeah,
But a few things which I feel, since I think I'm in between millennial and Gen Z, but I will talk about the Gen Z specifically, is that they really prioritize their own well-being a lot. They understand that today um, mental health is important. They understand that today work-life balance is important,
yeah,
and uh, they're also very conscious about the decisions which they make. So
yeah.
they don't just purchase from any Tom, Dick, and Harry brand. They make sure that the brand has a social impact. They make sure that the brand is doing something good for the society. And I think that is something which is very important. Just to give you an example, today nowadays you see in the movies, if you see movies from like 10 years ago, you'll see that there are so many jokes which are like, how are they cracking these jokes? And sometimes you feel like, how could they say this? And that is the awareness which I feel Gen Z has brought to all of us, is to make sure that we're always listening and understanding from the other person's point of view as well.
Okay. Great. Yeah, that was so nice and inspiring. At your age also, you have so much of ambition and your vision is so clear. It's so nice to know Sahil, and it's absolutely been a
Thank
privilege
you.
to talk to
Thank you,
you
really.
and you to know little more on your journey. I'm wishing you and Dame Health all the very best. And thank you so much for taking out the time to do this podcast with me. And wishing you and Dr. Rajiv all the very best for this. So
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you
and
so much.
hope to see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.